Hey, what's up everybody? Levi back again with another new video for you today. I know it's been a while, but you know that New York Comic-Con just came along, so you knew I had to be doing a video, and here I am back again at it. And in this video, I'm actually going to be showing you my New York Comic-Con haul. That's over all of the days. I went on the Thursday of the of the first day of the con to get all the exclusive pops in all the stores. But then I also have a few other surprises that I got. So yeah, let's get started. So first off, I just want to start by saying that I was able to get a few things online. I was able to get the both of the Game of Thrones pops online, the Lyanna Mormont and the Jaqen H'ghar. So those are still coming in the mail. And I was also able to get the Bone Daddy Funko Pop exclusive off of the Funko shop, which I know for a lot of people is really, really tough to get any of them. So I was happy to get that. I'm super, super disappointed. I had the New York City Freddy and the James Gunn and the Lucky Charms Dorbs all in my cart at one point. And every time I went to go check out, I missed out on them every time. So I'm super disappointed. So anybody sees this video and they want the Bone Daddy and they got the New York City Freddy and want to do a swap, let me know, because I would definitely do that. The New York City Freddy was on the top of my list, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get him. I was having some problems in checking out with him, and so I wasn't able to get it, unfortunately. But let's get into the pops that I did get. So on Thursday, the first stop for me was Barnes & Noble. It's the first store that always opens, it's the store that opens the earliest, so I went ahead and I always start there. And they always have more limited amounts of pops, especially the ones that are going to be more popular. So I wanted to hit up that first because I really, really wanted the chrome, black chrome Batman. And lucky enough, I was actually 10th in line, but I was still able to get him. So here he is. He looks freaking awesome, actually. I really love him. I wanted the blue chrome Batman more than anything during the San Diego Comic-Con, but that was the Toy Tokyo exclusive, and they weren't selling it online. They were only selling it at their thing at the San Diego Comic-Con. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that, but I was able to get the black one, and he looks awesome. So that was my first stop. I didn't really want anything else there. I was thinking about getting the Balrog, but I already have the original Balrog, and I figured, if anything, that might be something that you can find in stores later if they do a restock. So I decided to pass on that one and come back. And I also thought about getting that the droid from Barnes & Noble, the one that was also chrome, but I passed that one up because I knew that there was a lot more on my list that I wanted to get. So as soon as I left there, I started on my trip to Hot Topic, and I knew there was because even though they have a lot of stock at Hot Topic, they always have a large number of everything. I knew that there was a lot of ones that I wanted to get from there, so I wanted to hit that up next and make sure that I got all the ones that I wanted. So from Hot Topic, I was able to get the Real Monsters Ickis. I have all of the original ones on the back here, and so obviously it was a no-brainer that I also had to get him. So got Ickis. I was also able to get the Bogart as the Snape from the Harry Potter line. I collect all the Harry Potter figures, so this was a no-brainer as well. I had to get this. This is the most the line that it goes with. These are all the pops that the newest line of Harry Potter pops. I have a few of them. I have the Luna. I have the Peter Pettigrew, and I believe I have Remus Lupin as well. But I have to get the rest of them. But they're all commons, so I can always get them later. But this is not a common, and I wanted to make sure I got this. Definitely, this was one of the ones that was on the top of my list as well. So I got him. And when I got in the store, there was a few that I was like unsure whether or not I was going to get them or not. But once I saw them in person, I knew that I had to get them. and very appropriate for the season, to be honest. And these are the Donald and Goofy Halloween versions of them. The Halloween Goofy and Halloween Donald. You have Halloween Donald wrapped up as a mummy. He looks really awesome. That's what he looks like on the side there. And then you have the Halloween Goofy dressed up as, I have no idea, to be honest. He's got like a screw on the top of his head, got 2 different colored eyes. But these both of these figures are awesome. Like, look how cool they look. So those were no-brainers for me as well. I knew that I wanted to get those, so I got those. And these last 2 that I got actually I got 2 more from Hot Topic. Yes, these last 2. I wasn't sure of either because I don't really collect the one. I don't really collect the line at all, but I like the show, and I like this character in the show, and so I got the Krumbopolis Michael or Michelle. I don't remember how you say the last name. From the Rick and Morty. Love this show. Of course, it's blown up over the last year, and season 3 just ended and finished up, and it was freaking amazing. So, yeah. So I knew I had to get him. I saw him in store, and so I decided to go ahead and get him as well. And I don't have all of the figures from this line either, but I have all of the exclusives or all the uncommon ones, and that is the Scrooge McDuck in the gold in his like bathing suit. I have the GameStop exclusive Magica Dispel for this, and I also have the Scrooge McDuck. I don't have any of the kids, the Huey, Dewey, Louie, or Webby, but I do have him. I love this figure, actually. It's really cool. I took a lot of them out of the box already to look at them, and this one is really, really awesome outside of the box. So, got him as well. And then also along my shop, and then so on that same day, the next stop after Hot Topic, like right down the road was a Toys R Us, and I know a lot of people have problems at Toys R Us, so I wasn't like, I wasn't thinking that I was gonna get anything, so I walk into the store, and of course they don't have any of them out, and I was meeting a few other pop hunters out on the day, and they're like, where are they? So we decided to ask a manager, and they're like, oh yeah, we have them in the back. So we're like, amazing. They're like, which ones do you want? Because they weren't planning on putting them out on the floor until Saturday. They said they weren't marked until Saturday, which I found crazy. If the con started on Thursday, they weren't going to put them on until Saturday. That seemed a little extreme to me. But if you asked for them, you could get them apparently. So I wanted one pop in particular, and so that was the first thing that I asked for, and that was the Flocked Beast Man. I don't have all of these from this line, but I started collecting them. I was able to get the Scareglow figure for the San Diego Comic-Con, which I know a lot of people weren't able to get, and so I was really fortunate enough to get that, and so I needed to add him as to my collection as well. And there was a few other ones that I was considering getting, but I wasn't like sold on. But once I got there, one of those was the Boba Fett in the Slave One, and the main reason I was unsure about it was because it was $40. This is like the most expensive thing that they were selling for the con, and so I was like iffy about it. But then I got in the store, and of course the day you get the excitement of finding pops and getting them, and the day of, and so I ended up getting him. So here is the Boba Fett in the Slave One. Now I will admit, after getting him and then getting him home and taking him out of the box and looking at him, like, he is really awesome, but for $40, I think that's a little extreme for how much they were asking for him. I think they could have definitely asked for $30 for him, and I think they would have sold a heck of a lot more than what they did for the $40 price tag. So that was all my like the New York Comic Con figures that I was able to get on the day of. Oh, and I do have to also mention that I was able to get the whole bundle from GameStop online. So I got all 6 of those pops. So that I have that coming on in the mail as well. So that's going to be a future video as well. So stay tuned for that. But I also want to just show you 2 more things that I was able to pick up. So on my way home, there's a few Walgreens, and so you all know that Walgreens has a bunch of exclusives, and I'm here in New York City. I have been hunting forever for the Halloween pops that they were releasing, the Behemoth, glow in the dark, and the Sally. That's the sitting Sally with the cat. Nowhere to be found. So, but I still wanted to look. I look like every day. But in my searches, I was able to find these two items, which apparently are just new released, or they're out in stores now. But I was able to find this awesome Star Wars Cloud City Duel figures. So you have Luke and Darth Vader battling each other on the Cloud City where they do in the film, and these are all the other ones that are in the collection, and so you can get all these different scenes. So you have Han and Greedo, you have R2 and C-3PO, and then you have another. You have the Death Star duel in there too, and then you have the trash compactor scene with Leia and Luke. So these are all really, really awesome. I love the additional accessory that comes with while they're standing. They're in the action poses. You can see them. They have their lightsabers up. So this is amazing. So I saw this in store, so I had to get this as well. So I went ahead and bought that. That was another $25, I believe. And also at the that same Walgreens, I was able to find the Wedge Antilles in the Snowspeeder. So I went ahead and bought him as well. This was an extra, actually $50 on my list that I was not expecting to buy. But once I saw them in the store and I knew that they are more uncommon too, I figured why not, and I went ahead and got them anyway. But that's my Comic-Con haul for New York Comic-Con 2017. Let me know what you think of my haul. And if anybody's interested in that trade with that Bone Daddy and the New York City Freddy, I'm more than willing to do that. So reach out. Anyway, have a good night, everybody, and good seeing you. Take care. Have a good one.